So last week we also learned there are some clue words that sometimes can help us find the cause and effect. Does anybody remember any of those clue words? There were a couple of clue words for cause, and there's a couple of clue words for effect. Justin, what do you remember?
Because.
Yes, and that is a clue for cause. And what's interesting is, look, it's part. Do you see the word cause and because? Does anybody else remember another clue word? Abigail?
Therefore.
Do you remember what it's for? Cause or effect?
Cause. Yeah.
It's actually the effect. This is tricky. So that clue word, therefore, will help you find the effect. Like, it was cold this morning, therefore I wore my heaviest jacket. Does that sound good to you? Does anybody else remember another clue word? Lorenzo?
So.
Yes. And so also helps us find the effect. It was cold this morning, so I wore my biggest jacket. Does that sound good to you? Okay. All right. The last one is one, since. Since it was cold this morning, I wore my heaviest jacket. All right, so those clue words can help us find cause and effect. We are going to use these colors, blue and green, to help us mark when we find a cause or an effect. And whenever we find a cause, we're going to mark it blue, and whenever we find an effect, we're going to mark it green, just to help us analyze. So here's an example. After I read it, I want you to look for the clue words. See if you can find one. Cats take many naps because they have lots of energy and play for a long time. Put your thumb up if you can see one of those clue words. Okay, shout it out.
Because.
You did. You found because. I'm going to circle it in blue. Now, that should help you figure out which is the cause and effect in this sentence. Do you guys agree that because they have lots of energy and play for a long time is the cause? Yeah, and that clue word, did it help you find it? Yeah. Now this is tricky because the cause doesn't always go at the beginning of a sentence, does it? All right, so Lorenzo, thank you. Who found the effect? Calvin.
Cats take naps.
Cats take many naps. Does that make sense to you all? Mm-hmm. But that's the effect. All right, you guys did a great job. And so I am going to give you a piece, a text, and it looks like this. It's called, the title is Backpacks Mean Back Aches. And I'm going to read it to you first before I hand it to you. And then you and your partner are going to work together to try to find some clue words to help you find cause and effect.